Hi, welcome in. Um, let's get started. So, today I'm going to do a channeled message, kind of a sign that I've been seeing lately from Spirit. And this sign is of a dice. I've been seeing dice a lot. I've been seeing dice in people's car. Um, I even had a kid ride by and he had dice on his shirt. Um, So dice has been coming up a lot. So I kind of researched the meaning of dice. So let's get into that meaning. Maybe in this meaning, um, there'll be a message for you if you have come to this page and if you're um, listening to this live now or later. My name is Dosa. This is your dose of divine guidance, and I read oracle cards and I am studying tarot, so that will be incorporated from time to time with practice, and then eventually be able to do it professionally. But right now, I receive dreams at times. I see symbols, signs, and I see 1 2 3 on the clock moving forward. Let's get into the message of dice. Dice on many, yeah, so I've seen dice in many cars. A kid riding um, past me with a motorbike with dice on his shirt. The spiritual meaning of dice: surrendering to divine timing, uncertainty. Dice represents un- the uncontrollable nature of life, the part of your path by that are not shaped by logic or effort, but by fate, karma, divine orchestration. Example: going to a birthday party, a gym, school, or church, and meeting your soulmate. Just like the dice thrower, you're expected to you're just like the dice thrower, you executed on the decision to go to this party. You took the chance, and you could have stayed home. You you could have been tired. You could have thought negatively about going out, but you decided to have a positive mindset and an open heart, and decided to go for the fun of it. And it is something, and then something wonderful came out of that. Um, something unexpected, you know. And if not, um, and you told yourself, at least I'm gonna have fun. You went there, and then you met the person. Um, you didn't look for this person. This person didn't look for you. It just happened. 333 on the clock, and you decided to do the action, go to the party, and you decided to allow spirit to do the rest, and you struck gold. So dice is about taking a chance in life. Okay. Two. Oh yeah, and you know, is a tension between chance and choice. You did your part, now surrender the rest to the universe, to the divine. So anything that you're trying to plan, there's an element of, you working with spirit. Meaning number two: karmic cycles and soul contracts. In some esoteric traditions, dice were used to interpret destiny. Hi. Dice were used to interpret destiny or karmic patterns. Each number shows which lessons were actively unfolding. So right now, I want you to choose 1 through 6. We're talking about dice, and the dice that I've been seeing as signs and symbols from the universe, a message for you. So pick a number, and then I will go through. A typical dice has 1 through 6. So pick a number 1 through 6, and as I go through the meanings, and you can also rewind this for yourself later. as I go through the meanings of each number, the one that you picked most likely has a message for you that resonates for you. Okay, so here we go. Number one, unity, beginning, core meaning, the spark of life, initiation, individuality. You're being initiated, and you're being initiated for your to build yourself. You build your individuality. Karmic message. You may be learning to trust yourself and walk independently, or there's a call to step into leadership or begin a new cycle, or begin a new journey in your life. Example, you may be starting a school program, learning a new instrument, or leaving a relationship and focusing on yourself. A budding new relationship may be in in um, in the works for you. And then soul contract theme, self mastery, independence, or being a spiritual pioneer in this lifetime. So having to a career, having to do, thank you, with something that you're meant to do in this life involving spirituality. Number two, duality, choice, reflection, core meaning, partnerships, balance, contrast, light, dark, yin and yang. Karmic message and karmic lessons around relationships, decision making, and emotional mirroring. You may be reconsidering past lives involving an imbalance or codependency. Soul contract themes, learning to choose wisely, honor both the inner and outer worlds, focusing on the other to learn about the self, you know. And then number three is about creativity, mind, body, spirit, alignment, core meaning, mind, body, spirit, unity, expression, expansion. The karmic message you're learning to create is to speak your truth or bring harmony between different aspects of yourself. May involve healing from repression or past lives. So you're learning to create, express yourselves, express your truth. What are you here to bring into this world? Soul contract theme. You are meant to be a bridge between ideas, people, dimensions. Sacred communication is part of your soul's work. That's number three. Number four, in the dice, we're talking about dice. Number four is about structure, foundation, core meaning, structure, discipline, grounding, karmic message, a need to create strong foundations emotionally, physically, spiritually. You may have experienced chaos in the past, in past lives, and have um, your soul, and how your soul seeks safety and order. So this is, you're seeking safety and order. You may have, you may be experiencing, chaos. Soul contract theme, learning responsibility and building something that lasts, such as a lineage, home, or a legacy. Okay, beautiful. So, number five is about change, instability, freedom, challenge. And the change could bring instability, it could bring freedom, it could bring challenges, but it's something that is either going to move you forward or you're going to allow it to hold you back. Is the change that you need to make to create that spark of life for yourself and begin something beautiful, new, fresh, something that propels you forward into the dreams that you have. Okay, core meaning, adventure, in unpredictability, testing your limits. Karmic message, your soul is likely breaking old patterns or change, uh, or bringing change of some sort. Past lives may have included rigidity, and now freedom is required. Soul contract themes, is embracing transformation. When I was coming literally down to this lake. I saw, like the Dio de los Muertos kind of, it looked like a skull, and those skulls are, talking about death and rebirth. I saw 10:23 on the clock, death and rebirth, and birthing something new. Okay, so breaking old patterns so you can, bring and embrace something new. um, You're here to dance with change, not fight it. Breakthroughs come through discomfort. Change comes through discomfort. Imagine, like, the cocoon that the butterfly has to fly in, that come out of and fly out of. You know, if you break that cocoon from the outside, it dies, but it has to come out on its own. 11:11 on the clock. Okay. So, and number six is about harmony, responsibility, core meaning, um, healing, family, service, balance, karmic message. You're working through themes of sacred responsibility, especially involving others, family, lovers, spiritual duties. You may be balancing karma from choices that affect others in previous lives. Soul contract theme. Your path includes your path includes being of service to humanity in a loving and balanced way without martyrdom. Martyrdom is like sacrificing yourself, finding peace through emotional maturity. Okay, so that is my message on dice and the importance of what dice has for us as a message. 12:12 on the clock. Okay, next I will probably talk about cherries in the next video, but I have a few, I have some cards that I want to pull, um, for us. Okay, and these are going to be oracle cards: divine source energy, guides of the highest white light, ancestors of the highest white light. Please give us one card for the daily collective, one card that would be most beneficial. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Divine source energy, guides of the highest white light, ancestors of the highest white light. Please give us one card for the collective. One card for the collective. This whole page is entertainment only. Divine source energy, guides of the highest white light. Cancel clear all negative energy. Cancel clear all previous energy. Please give us one card. That was two. One card, please. That would be most beneficial. Wow. One card that would be most beneficial. Okay. Sorry for the clinking. The card that came out is, she's kind of a little risque, but here it is. Little baby cherubs, a woman. She's kind of torso up. She's naked, but so I can't show the picture, but it's freedom. So what does spirit want to, you know, breakthroughs is what I'm hearing, and creating freedom for yourself. Freedom. Let's go. The angels guide you to freely express your truth through thoughts and feelings of love. You may be feeling trapped right now by life's conditions. By drawing this card, the angels ask you to realize that you are the only jailkeeper that ever surfaced on their own life. Whenever you realize you have, whenever you realize that you have the power to be free, freedom follows. Everything that you do in this life is of choice, and you are free to choose again. Even prisoners are free to choose their thoughts so that they feel peace and happiness under any condition. The next time you begin a sentence with the words, I have to, please stop. Ask God and the angels to show you some alternatives. They'll either help you complete the task from a loving mindset, or they or from a loving mindset so that you don't feel trapped, or they'll guide you to do something else that you will love, you know? So we're here to create the reality that we want. And if you're having trouble um, with trust at the bottom here, spirit asking you to trust in those creations that you're trying to make in this life. Trust in the divine, trust in magic, trust in things happening um, miraculously for yourself. Um, and then right here, like this is the book right here. Trust was at the bottom, the freedom card. But then for some reason, this is another card that was on top of here. So this is, you know, it's a girl with a dress with her sun hat, and she is feeling sad and down in the dumps, but she's surrounded by beauty. And not only is she surrounded by beauty, she has the angel right there waiting right next to her. Um, your angels, your ancestors, your guides, they're all here trying to help you. Um, you're telling you you're not alone. You've never been alone. There's so much going on around us. There's so much, spirit team, your spirit teams, other people's spirit teams, um, that are, and just love all around us. We just need to tap into it and realize once we get quiet, the world becomes louder, in terms of like the signs and the symbols. Um, and basically, there's nothing to fear. Um, if something bad happens, you transmute that, you think positively about it if you can't change it. Um, you know, just keep moving forward and you got this. All right. Bye.